What is going on, my YouTube family, and welcome back to another episode. I'm sorry, my voice is kind of wild, been going through something, change of seasons or whatever the case may be, but that's neither here nor there. I think today on this episode I'm gonna try to get a couple things done on this Evo motor. It's been a couple days since I actually was out here. I do have stuff moved around over here. I did drive the Evo not too long ago, and something's going on with it. I feel like if you guys don't really know, this thing leaks, so I have something underneath, and I think it's actually coming from the transmission. So I actually think that a lot of my transmission gear oil probably leaked out of it, and so I will need to take that out and split that case and reseal it. It's unfortunate, but it's something that I think I'm probably gonna have to do in the next coming weeks after I get Sapphire kind of finished. But I did get a couple things. So I did get a timing belt, and I did get a new, what do you want to call this, oil, like, I don't know, balance shaft belt. So I got those because I feel like if I'm already right here, so I might as well just do the two belts together. But it's been raining on and off today, so like I'm trying to get some stuff done before I can actually go back inside. It's not really gonna be out. I'm not gonna be out here for too long. Like I said before, get those kind of done, and possibly move the Evo 5 out, and then try to pull the fluids out of this car, just so that I can actually work on my next steps, trying to get some of this stuff taken care of, because I really don't need it to sit around for too much longer. I've been kind of lazy, and I'm trying to really get this thing done. So yeah, without further ado, let me set my camera up. Let me take my jacket off because it is actually kind of warm in here. So I'm gonna pull this motor out over in that area somewhere, and start working on some of this stuff, because it's just gonna sit until I get it all done. And if I'm not on it, then it's just gonna sit. So yeah, let me set my camera up, be right back. Oh my goodness. So I had to kind of cut away from the action over here, and I'm going to show you why. You guys probably saw me messing around with this bolt here. This is the crank pulley bolt, and man, oh man, did I do some damage. And I broke my little thing here, my crank pulley sprocket, which is not obviously that big of a deal because I have more of them. So but yeah, this is what I kind of had to do here. I had to actually put two flywheel bolts in, and then I had to turn it. So, but that's not really that big of a deal. So I can actually get this bad boy off, and I could keep it moving, because honestly, that wasn't really something I was kind of betting on here. But this thing should, yep, everything should come apart right now. So getting all this apart should be pretty simple from here. Loosen up the tensioner here, and then I could actually get this belt off, line everything back up, and then yeah, it should be pretty fine here. So this crank pulley was crazy. Unfortunately, like I said before, I'm not going to be able to use this bad boy. I should actually have another one around here somewhere. Should probably be either in here, or yeah, I got one right here. So hit that off, and then I should be able to use that. So yeah, we're just gonna get back into the action. Let me get that crank pulley back off, the crank pulley, the actual, I don't know, timing belt thing off, and then yeah, we'll get back to it. So let's get back to the action. right, everybody, so looks like we're on time here, so let me get my stool. And looks like we're lined up pretty good there. Looks like the arrow's facing that way. Looks like the green is there, that cut, and then we're on point here. So up top we are pretty good. Well, this one's going to be a little off just because the tensioner is here, and this one is on point. So next thing we do is pull this pin, and let's see. Pull this out, and pull this cam lock out. All right, so if I'm not mistaken here, this isn't my first time doing this. Let's see. Let me get something quick. All right, so this, all right. So everything is lined up. So cam lock is out. Let's see. All right. Looks like we're good. There's no binding or anything like that. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you rotate this bad boy around at least 4 times. And then you want to try to line everything back up to see if everything lines up. So that oh, this isn't lined up. So let's see if we can't get this lined up again. Nope, 180 out. So let's see. All right, nope. So you do this a couple times. As long as you have no binding. All right, it looks like, spin this backwards a minute. Bang. So that's on. So this is a success. So next thing we're gonna have to do is button up this side here. I'm going to have to put a like I told you guys earlier in an earlier video, there is this what do you want to call that, crankshaft position sensor. So the one that came off of it was super short. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna snake this together, and then I'm gonna start putting this bad boy back together. So let me snake this in. Let me snake this bad boy in, and then we could keep it moving from there. So give me 1 minute. Ladies and gentlemen, folks, so as you can tell here, this is the cover for the what do you want to call that, the AirTrek turbo, and obviously you can tell that there's a gap here. This is for this power steering pump bracket, and obviously we cannot use this for the Evo 8s and 9s. They use an aluminum bracket that is here. And so there's a little bit different of a gap here. So there's one of two things you could either do. You could either buy something like this. Well, you don't have to buy it, but you can get a stock Evo 8, 9, one of these, and throw that in, and it will line up just fine. Or yeah, you can just run it the way it is. The reason why I'm not putting on this one is just because it's got like a big hole down here. So I don't know why there's a big hole down here. So I think there was probably in a different type of oil pump cooler or something like that. I have no idea, to be honest with you. So I'm not even gonna really mess around with it. So this is the engine here. It is all wrapped up, ready to go. The only reason why I didn't put this front timing cover on is just because I have the valve cover off. The valve cover that's on Sapphire now, the one that I powder coated silver, will go on here. So when I do, then I'll actually get that taken care of and put that on. There's really nothing else kind of to do with this engine except for push it over to the side and make sure that everything is solid with it. And that's really it, to be honest. There's really nothing else going on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the video and I'm gonna start actually pulling the fluids out of this off camera, because there's no reason for me to actually pull the fluids whenever I'm actually on camera, because that'd be just ridiculous. So I'm gonna let this thing sit over the weekend and let the fluids just go. And there should be no fluids in it by the time I get to it next week sometime, and we should go move on from there. So hopefully you enjoyed this. It was a hopefully small video, and hopefully you enjoyed it, you know, and then we could you know, learn something from it, and then we can move on to the next steps with Sapphire. So yeah, you can catch me on all of my social platforms. If you want to leave me a comment section, comment below how good, how bad I did. If you like these videos, that's cool. If not, you can tell, you know, piss off or whatever. It is what it is. Tell me whatever you got to tell me in the comment section below. Leave me a like, thumbs up, and you know, think about subscribing if this page helps you. Some people say it does help for some things, but not everything, obviously. But yeah, catch you on the next one. Deuces.